Angels, welcome back. Today we are gonna be...
I'm already like starting to cry, like just because I know what's happening. Like I've seen this. Okay, we are reacting to My Father is a Liar, My Dad's a Liar. It is a MetLife commercial. It's a Thai commercial. I have seen this. I saw this before we even started YouTube.
Yeah, I saw this too. It was one of those things that Facebook had.
Yeah, it was on Facebook. And the first time I saw this, like I've avoided watching it ever since because the first time I saw this, I had like a 20-minute breakdown.
Yeah, so, it was, I remember a long time ago and it was really sad. I mean, like, all Thai commercials are pretty much
I don't
sad.
know what it is about Thai commercials, but they just like punch you in the face with how sad things are.
So like now cry.
Yeah.
So we are gonna go ahead and give this one a go. I vaguely remember this. Not all the details.
Yeah, I don't remember all the details because I watched it once and then I refused to watch it ever again.
Yeah, it was 2 tears. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a go and see what we remember, and we'll talk about it. So let's go ahead and give it a go. The report card.
She's so cute.
She's super adorable.
Daddy is the sweetest daddy in the world.
It's her like little essay or something.
No, he's like, yes, I am.
Daddy is the most handsome.
Oh.
The smartest.
Oh.
She's just
She loves her daddy.
The most clever.
Oh.
The kindest. He is my Superman.
That is too adorable. It's
Daddy wants
say
me to do well at school. Daddy is
so
just
proud.
great, but he lies.
No.
I'm already, I can't help it.
He lies about having a job. He lies about having money.
No, it's all for the kid.
He lies that he's not tired. He lies that he's not hungry. He lies that we have everything.
Determined
He
to get
lies
things.
about his happiness.
Of course he's happy.
He lies because of me.
Oh. Oh, I love Daddy. Oh, every sacrifice. Pursue more for life, MetLife. Oh, I remembered more of it than I thought I did.
I hate this commercial.
I'm not a very huggable person right there.
I don't know what it is about this commercial, but it really makes me cry. Okay, go on. Let this is nothing. It's just
watching sad
it's
video.
Just a video. It's made me sad.
Why?
Because it was just a sad video. I'll show it to you later. Okay.
You look gorgeous.
That one, like that commercial, like anytime that I've passed by it on Facebook, like I've immediately started crying, and I'm just like, I can't. I have a hard time. I have a really hard time with that commercial. And
I think it's probably like in your case comes from the whole like the single parent probably and stuff. Everybody I think relates to the commercials differently. You know, everybody has their own story, you know. Everybody can relate to different things and copes and, you know, deals with things differently.
like for me, it's just like I'm so grateful right now because I have a really good job and I have a nice home and I have a healthy, happy child. But when I first had Brooklyn, things weren't like that for me. And there were times where I had to decide what was the most important. And there were times when I was embarrassed because I couldn't afford things.
Oh, well, that's kind of normal. Not, you know, like, I personally can't afford a lot of things, but we just trying to kind of go around it.
And
you know?
it's, you know, even now still, you know, I do have a really good job that I am very grateful for, but I am a single parent and, you know, I have expenses. Everybody has expenses. And when you are living by yourself and trying to take care of your child and working full time, it can be hard. And so it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It can be embarrassing to say that you can't do something or that you can't buy something for your child because you don't have the money for it. And I'm not talking like frivolous things like toys. Like there have been times where like when I first had Brooklyn and, you know, it was having to get help from the community so that I would be able to get her formula because I didn't want to ask my parents to help me with that. I
think that's the one thing I don't like that I had to deal with also is the whole, you know, getting the help you know, from those kind of places. Yeah. And they help out. They're awesome.
And
that just
awesome,
makes
and
you.
That's what they're there for.
But then it makes you feel like you know you are not doing enough. To be somewhere where you should need this. You know.
The reason I guess that this one affects me so much because I can just think of how many times that I have sat in my room and just cried because I didn't have the money for something or things weren't turning out how I wanted them to turn out, and how I hid that from Brooklyn for so long because I didn't want her to see that I was crying because of something.
I mean, she's little. She doesn't really exactly need to know
and I'm
these
sure,
things.
and I'm sure you've gone through the same thing.
Yeah,
with your kids.
it's
like every parent does it.
It's normal. I think it's a part of life. I think this is what like makes the person stronger. This is what in the future makes your life easier because you've gone through so many of these things.
Yeah,
and I think you know, you just learn your mistakes. And if you need help, I think it is a good way to start to set your mind to try to ask people for help. Don't try to do everything by yourself. If there are people out there who's willing to help you genuinely, ask for help. There's no shame in it. There's nothing wrong with that. Ask for help. If you have great friends, like, you know, I personally have amazing friends. Yeah. And, you know, like, asking for help, I might feel slightly uncomfortable over some things, but I know they won't really judge me for you.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, because there for a while, like, right after I had Brooklyn and I had just moved back to this area, I felt like I was extremely alone. You know, I had my family, and I can't tell you, like, if it had not been for my parents, I would not have been able to raise Brooklyn to the point that I have by myself. I couldn't have done it. But at the same time, like, I also felt like for especially a few years there that I was incredibly alone. And now I'm not alone, and I look back at it, it just like this video brings up those memories, and I'm sure it brings up stuff like that for you too, and it's just like, you know, do the best that you can, and it is enough. Don't ever let yourself feel guilty for sacrificing and working as hard as you have, and don't let parent guilt get you. Okay, like I have suffered with mom guilt forever.
It's really hard,
and it's hard to not feel guilty. It's hard to not feel ashamed at times. But if you are doing everything that you can every day to provide for your children and give them a loving, happy home, and I'm not talking about providing for your children like making sure they have everything they want or anything like that. I mean, if your children are healthy, happy, and loved, that is enough. And never feel like that's not enough, because it is. And your children are going to grow up to be better people because of it.
rather than having things and stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely, I mean, I love the Thai commercials that always have such a message, such a story, such a, like an eye-opening, such a view at things that you don't really realize until you look at it from another side, you know, and that's what's wonderful about it. I think whenever people don't realize things after maybe watching these commercials, they get to see things, what's missing or what's not, you know, and it's a great way to advertise. I wish we had commercials like that all the time.
Well, Angelina's been wanting to react to this video for a couple weeks, and I keep telling her no. And then finally, it was
I'm like, we just gonna have to do it because Angelina's leaving out of the country, and we have to do this and now and stuff. So
and now she's tortured me, and I'm sorry. That's probably like I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
I am like I said, like, see, my memory works so weird because like I watched this one like it's been over 2 years ago,
and you remembered everything.
And I pretty much remembered a little bit of everything.
And it's like my brain blocked it all out because it was so traumatized the first time. Like, I don't want to watch this again.
And now, you know, anytime on Facebook or something and I see some kind of like a Thai commercial, like I'm skipping it.
I'm not watching it. I know
because
what's gonna happen.
I don't know if I already saw it. I don't want to really remind myself, or I don't know if I haven't seen it because it's probably gonna get suggested. I don't want to watch it, so I just skip it all.
Like, I skip them all now because I'm just like my heart can't take it.
Can't take it anymore.
Can't do it.
Just take the heart out when we're reacting and go on and stuff. So thank you just so much for this heart-wrenching commercial and the reminder. If you have any suggestions, please leave in the comments below. Other than that, double subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you guys know when new videos out, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.